Hello everybody, Skip Allen here, and this is the first video in a series of videos about a new brush category that I've just created called Skip's Ultimate Thick Paint. And I hope it's going to be the ultimate thick paint. Anyway, I've worked real hard on it, and I do like it, and I think that if you like to work with traditional oils, that this set is going to feel like traditional oils to you. At least I hope it does. When I first started using Painter's thick paint, because it's called thick paint, I think I was, I felt like I had to use them thick. And I actually like to use them thick. I like people who work with thick paint. I like their work, but you don't have to do it that way. These things are very versatile, and you can work very thinly with them as well. So I think there's quite a variety of ways to work. Now, I'm going to do a couple of different things. I'm going to show you how they work by playing back a stroke that I've already created. Let me set that up first. So I need to go up to brushes and to strokes, and then I'm selecting a stroke called tester. It's off screen for you. And then I'm going to select playback stroke. And what that will do is when I touch the screen, let me go and grab 001 smooth bristle. When I touch the screen, it's going to create the stroke. Okay, doesn't matter what color I'm using, it just creates the stroke. And the stroke will be created by whatever brush I'm working with. And the reason to do this is because then I can do things like this, where we can paint over the top of a previous brush stroke, and see whether they mix or whatever different kinds of things will happen. So that's the methodology I'm going to use most of the time. All I need to do is to click on playback stroke. Again, it's a toggle, and then I can go back to regular painting. Just in case you want to know how to do this, you go up to brushes and you click on record stroke. And once you click on record stroke, then you just make any stroke you want, stop, and then click on playback stroke, and every time you touch the screen, it will play back that stroke. If you want to save the stroke, then right after you record it, come down to save stroke, and it will save it. This list is the list that's in the auto painting strokes that you can get. But anyway, you can find the stroke that you've selected or created in this group, and then you can select it and be on playback stroke and show it. Okay, that being done, the other thing that I need to tell you about, I just got part of it there when I was tapping on the screen. The other thing I want to tell you is that this image here is a 12 by 12 inch by 100 ppi. Now I'm going to bring up a 300 ppi at some point, because there's some different things that you need to see. If you're going to increase your resolution to 300 ppi, I never print, so I just stay at 100 ppi or 150, around that range. But if I were going to print, I probably would increase the resolution somewhat. Now, what you're also looking at is this is a virtual canvas. In other words, if I open up the layers panel, you'll see that I have a layer here that is creating this look of the canvas. Okay, and that's a paper that I had made, and that's all in the world this is. You don't really need it. I wanted to use it because it shows you easily whether the brush is going to pick up paint or not. Okay, and we'll be working on a thick paint layer. All right, so let's go ahead and select one of these colors and look at this first brush, which is called, the brushes are numbered. They're 001 through 027. And the way they're named is I named them according to the make of the brush and the medium that's on it. So or just the make of the brush. In this case, it's smooth bristle. And so what I would expect from that is I would get a smooth kind of paint, not really thick. It's going to be thin, but it's thick enough that it covers the canvas texture. And it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say it's wet or dry. It's just kind of in the middle. So that would mean that it probably does not mix. Now, when I say does not mix, it does. I mean, that color is picking up some of the blue. See? You can see that there is a mix there. And if I go back to the blue, there's a pretty big difference there. We go to the green or the yellow green, that looks the same because it was the first one on. But if I put it on top of here, you can see it got a little bit different color. It even picked up a little of the red there. Okay, so that gives you the premise of how this is going to work, and I'm at 6 minutes, and I want to keep these videos to 5 or less. And so this one's a little long, but it was the introduction. And we'll stop here, and we'll come back and talk about the rest of the brushes. All righty, talk to you later. Bye-bye.